Now for Media Watch, and Emma James has been delving into the latest TV controversy that has many people riled up, including the US president, from whom we just heard. Emma.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing to do with North Korea, though. This is all about a US comedian by the name of Samantha Bee, who hosts a show called Frontal. She's known to be very aggressive, combative, and is really seen as the voice of the resistance to the US president. But is she funny, and did she go too far? Take a look at the latest clip from her show.
Ivanka, that's a beautiful photo of you and your child, but let me just say, one mother to another, do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless. He listens to you.
So some really very strong language there, to say the least. It was bleeped out here for obvious reasons, but it begins with a C, if you couldn't work out what it was. Lots of people felt she had crossed a line, including Donald Trump. Of course, she's referring to Ivanka Trump, his daughter. He said, why aren't they firing no talent Samantha Bee for the horrible language used on her low-rating show? A total double standard. Now, the double standard he's referring to is the fact that Roseanne Barr earlier this week lost her show. It was cancelled because she had tweeted a racist tweet where she talked about a former aide to the previous president, Barack Obama, saying that she was like the product of the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes. Now, her show was cancelled. TBS, the channel that airs Full Frontal, says it is standing by Samantha Bee, saying she's taken the right action in apologising for the vile and inappropriate language that she used. Now, a lot of people... it does depend where you stand on the political spectrum on this one. Megyn Kelly has said that she believes that both should be sacked. Bernice King, the daughter of Martin Luther King, has stepped in to say, let's stop calling each other names, but also let's stop comparing an insult to a dehumanising term used in oppressing black people. Because while the C word may be possibly the most offensive word you can use, depending on where you come from, some people view it differently, but it is a very offensive word. But a racial slur, like describing somebody as looking like an ape, is entirely different, and she believes it should be treated differently. This gentleman says that some would argue the double standard is when men speak like that, it's just locker room talk. Of course, that a nod to the fact that the US president himself was recorded saying that he could grab women by the same body part. He used a less crude analogy for it. But yes, lots of people really very upset about this, but very different views, as always, on Twitter.
As always, Emma, thank you very much for the latest from Media Watch. And